There's no profit for anyone in having World War III, and you're not so far away from it. I'll tell you right now, you're not so far away. If we would have had this administration for another year, you would have been in World War III, and now it's not going to happen.
In a recent address, President Donald Trump issued a stark warning, suggesting that the world stands on the brink of World War III. Speaking at the FII Priorities Summit in Miami, Trump emphasized the urgency of de-escalating global tensions to prevent a catastrophic global conflict. Donald Trump warned that World War III is not so far away, but said that his leadership would prevent it. Central to Trump's concerns is the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine. He has been vocal in his criticism of Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, labeling him a dictator and accusing Ukraine of initiating the conflict with Russia.
A dictator without elections. Zelensky better move fast or he's not going to have a country left. Got to move.
These assertions have been met with strong rebuttals from international leaders. For instance, Sir Keir Starmer, the UK's Prime Minister, defended Zelensky, affirming his status as a democratically elected leader and emphasizing the importance of unified efforts to achieve peace in Ukraine. Trump's approach marks a significant shift in US foreign policy, as he has engaged in direct negotiations with Russian President Vladimir Putin. This move has raised concerns among European allies, who fear being sidelined in peace talks that might result in territorial concessions and increased vulnerability to future aggression. The exclusion of Ukraine from recent Saudi-hosted peace talks has further intensified these apprehensions, highlighting the importance of Ukraine's involvement in any sustainable agreement. In his efforts to broker peace, Trump has called for immediate elections in Ukraine, suggesting that new leadership could be more amenable to negotiations. However, this proposal has been met with resistance from Ukrainian officials, who argue that holding elections during martial law is unfeasible and could undermine the nation's stability. Despite these challenges, Trump remains steadfast in his belief that his administration can bring about a resolution to the conflict, asserting that only through his leadership can peace be achieved. The geopolitical landscape is further complicated by differing perspectives within the U.S. administration. Vice President J.D. Vance, for instance, has criticized European nations for their immigration policies, suggesting that these issues pose a greater threat to European societies than external adversaries like Russia. Such statements have sparked debates about the future of global alliances and the role of the U.S. in maintaining international order. Trump's direct engagement with Putin has also led to concerns about the potential realignment of global power structures. By negotiating directly with Russia, the U.S. risks alienating its traditional allies and undermining established international norms. This approach has been criticized as a betrayal of Ukraine and a move that could destabilize the European order established post-World War II. Despite these controversies, Trump maintains that his strategy is aimed at preventing a larger global conflict. He has warned that the involvement of European troops in Ukraine could escalate tensions and potentially trigger World War III. As such, he advocates for diplomatic solutions and has expressed a desire for a breakthrough in the Ukraine war peace deal by urging both Putin and Zelensky to negotiate. The international community remains divided over the best course of action. While some European leaders support continued military aid to Ukraine, others are wary of escalating the conflict further. The recent drone attacks on Odessa by Russian forces have only heightened the sense of urgency, underscoring the volatile nature of the situation.